Okay, here we are at the third and final video kind of documenting this shot. At this point, I've polished the animation, I've done some basic lighting, and a pretty simple render here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Well, if we talk about this a little bit, I'll scroll back to the beginning of the animation here. I've added a background in here, and it's just a basic background. There's no real rhyme or reason for what it is. It's more there that as you progress through the shot, that it helps you understand the perspective of where these characters are as they're moving through space. So that's why it's just simple blocks in a simple background. And, well, we can pretend that they're in a warehouse or something. And on top of that, I've done some basic modeling, and I think you've seen I did add the tank top to the blue character here. And instead of adding claws to this character here, I ended up creating these pretty simple modeled arm blades, for lack of a better term. I wanted to give him something that looked pretty formidable. And also, I changed this first shot around just a little bit. Initially, he was just backing away the whole time. And it kind of, to me, made him feel, defenseless, really, or much, much weaker. And so that was another reason why I wanted to make sure we saw these arm blades early on to show that he isn't really defenseless and that he is a formidable opponent. I could have added another shot prior to this one, kind of showcasing him, but I really feel like this blue guy is the hero of the sequence, and showcasing this guy right at the start would diminish his status. So just moving on real quick, the render, we added a little bit of motion blur. You can see that where it kind of fuzzes out here. I did some editing, cleaned up some of the stuff between the actual shots just to tighten it up a little bit. And one of the things that I really like how this turned out was some of the special effects that I put in. This is all done in Maya. There was no post-production on the special effects. And it's just, well, actually I can show you here. It is just simple geometry. In fact, this is it right here. And just applying a material to it that that glows, and that's where we get that. And the other thing that I wanted to show quickly was just some of the things that I would do in the polishing process. I've got the graph editor here for an example, and basically just taking a look at some of these curves as I'm going through the shot, and anything that looks kind of funny is usually going to look kind of funny in the graph editor as well. I know it looks like spaghetti if this isn't something that you're used to, but each one of these lines represents movement in a certain direction. So we have translation, which is, left, right, up, down, etc. And then we have rotation. And those rotations can happen in 3 different directions. So really, that's what I wanted to show there. Bring this back up. Beyond that, maybe it would be kind of cool to take a look at a comparison of all the videos that you've seen before up until now with the 3 kind of stages of this shot. So let's take a look at that. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this shot. I really feel like the pacing and the timing work really nice. The animation feels good, and I'm pretty happy with how the render itself turned out. Okay, well that wraps up this series of videos on this shot. Thank you for watching, and I'll try to create some more videos soon.